in the first 9 months, people said it would never make it. We've had moments where we had nothing. And my wife and I, we came to at that time to a TV studio and different schools, and we just kept working. And we did not quit. And some people left, and we kept going. And some people came, and we kept going. And some people died, and we kept going. And now I look back and I see that the only way we made it is because we were consistent. A church, I tell people, is like a bus. It's the pastor's job to drive it and not turn around and see who's getting on and getting off. You should hear this is a defining moment in the life of our church. We are, and when I say, people talk about a defining moment that's coming in the future is here. When I asked myself, what does the future entail? I can't see myself reaching the Great Commission and reaching the future of our church by catering 80% of the time to the people in our age bracket.
Bring some French fries.
Cleaning up.
We are going to clean up. You know why? Because it is time for snack.
When we took our survey and we surveyed 102 people, 70 of them said, I'm being impacted in a way that's impactful, but my child is not. What the African American church has done is we've mastered how to minister to the adult, and we failed in how to minister to the children. We built big cathedrals, and then we built a little bitty old small youth church and told them to go have church. And I think that it's a time that a prominent African American church that's predominantly African American will adopt that motto and say, you know what, we care enough about our children and their future, and we're going to do something about it. We turn away 200 families every Sunday. That's 200 people who bring their children to church every Sunday for a quality Christian education, and somebody has to stand there and say, sorry, we can't take them in. The Dream Center. The Dream Center is a building that will stretch out here on our right side, this empty side. Just to give you a schematic ideology of what I'm saying, the Dream Center will be the same size as this entire building. Okay? You add the sanctuary, this foyer, all those classrooms, the Dream Center will be the same size as what we already have, dedicated primarily for the kids, and it will minister to them in a way not only through the scripture but through technology.
I did not have the Dream Center when I was growing up, and I lost my way within the church. And it took a while, it took some years for me to find my way back home. And I feel like if we have somewhere where our kids can feel welcome, where we can feel welcome, where we can bring in other families and they feel welcome, then that's going to make our congregation so much stronger.
One of the things that the youth is missing today is a space that's safe, where they can have a voice to be themselves, to develop their own personality and not let society shape them into who they are. So I think that if we can start developing at a young age as a church, because that's what the church is about. It's about relationships and it's about having community. I think if we can start in that gap, that we could make the next whoever. I think that that's why the Dream Center is important.
The same way we've outgrown the hotels, we've outgrown the school. Unfortunately, church, we've outgrown our current setting. And so we have to fire it up. If we're gonna continue to grow and draw in the families, the children, the environment that we want, we have to follow our pastor's lead.
The season is coming, and the tide is turning, and there is a shift coming, and that the wealth of the wicked has been laid up for the righteous. And I believe with all of my heart that this greater campaign is not about greater in this facility. This facility will reflect your life, and there will be greater in your coffers, and there will be greater in your buckets, and there will be greater in your barns. And eyes have not seen, and ears have not heard, and neither has it entered into the imagination of men what God is about to do with us. And if you believe what happened in here on Sunday, you believe what's happening right here on Tuesday If I'm not a prophet, it is not the truth. God has given me those words, and your life is going to change for the better. And you've got to believe it, and you've got to receive it.